Jordan's done. And then obviously work with Dwyane on making sure that it fit him on court, but also allowed him to express some of his the style that he brings to the game and himself to the product itself. So we achieved both of those, and kind of went back and forth on sending samples out and feeling, getting some responses back and to speak to that.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, we kind of went back and forth on the important things of the shoe, and it's about the performance of the shoe. Of course, the comfort of the shoe. And so, one thing I am is pretty hard on shoes, so I can give the right feedback immediately. And I think they did a great job, especially in the fourth of the shoe, making it very confident. As well as the shoe, as well as the look of the shoe. I think the look of the shoe, as I said, I think it's going to transcend very well off the court as well as on the court. When you look at a product, you want something that gets the eye, naked eye, with just one glance, and I think it will do that as well. So there was a lot of elements in it that I like, and that have me going forward in my performance.
Yeah, speaking of fit, we took the elements of the 2010 and 2011 game shoes and brought really the items that he had brought forward as key fit. If you look on the inside of the shoe, you'll see that what we call the dog bone. We've used that before on the 2010 11 game shoes. As far as internally fitting, that's one of the things when you slip your foot in, it just hugs around your ankle. Also, the outsole traction, took the elephant print, turned it into a technical performance graphic that's actually going to lighten up the product, keep it thin but very durable and traction oriented. And then also the collar lining. This is one of the first ones. This was a symmetrical collar alignment. If you see the other, the final version, you'll see that it's an asymmetrical collar, and we were very clear that definitely wanted to have the medial side up higher on the medial side and then down low again from the game shoe. So it was nice blending. You can kind of see bits and pieces of the other shoes come to life here, but then also a dramatic move forward into style, which allowed us to try some new materials and skins to keep it lighter. Again, flexible, lighter, and stable to keep them on track on the court.
Coming off of 4 seasons, what I really love about the shoes, because it's very light. You pick it up. This is the lightest. As we said, this is the lightest shoe yet for the brand. And going through a long season, like I said, my legs is a little heavier. I'm looking for any advantage that I can get when it comes to trying to be quicker, trying to be more explosive. So putting a shoe that not only performs well, but also a little lighter on your foot already gives you some kind of mental edge, and then as well as the physical. So this will be the lightest shoe that I put on my foot, and you can feel it immediately. The great thing about it is I've practiced in this shoe. I've given my feedback already, throughout. And the biggest thing for me, like I said, is first comfort. I need to put on a shoe that locks. That when I put it on, I feel secure in it. I'm comfortable in it, and I have no other thought about it. Like I said, when I first put the shoe on, I felt it was very comfortable. Probably even more than when I tried on the first time for the 10, or the first time for 11. I thought that the forefoot of the shoe was, I have wide feet, so I thought that the forefoot was wide enough for my feet to be comfortable, while I'm playing a game, etc. So you just look for comfort, especially going to the playoffs. When you don't have to worry about your feet at all. You just want to be able to focus on the game.
And that brings up a great point. I mean, at this level, comfort really is performance. You can't think about your feet in one regard or another. You just got to go out and do the job. And that was one of the things that I was very clear about. Is that I don't want to think about it. I don't want to, no matter how good how good it looks, I don't want to be concerned about it. I just want to go out and do my job and do it at the highest level. So comfort was definitely performance in this field.
You sit down and I think the biggest thing is, like I said, to the naked eye, you want the shoe to look well. So not only do you want to bring something to the table that it's not out in the market, but you also want to make sure that a lot of people want to go out and buy them. Like I said, like people want to wear them, And I think when you guys get the opportunity now to see the shoe, we'll go in there and look at the Nike SB, how it really transcends with different colors, how you can play with different colors. You can start visualizing your outfit already. Like, okay, I'm gonna look good with that. And that's for me, that's what's important for a lot of young kids. They're not into the comfort as much as they into the style, into the look of them. So that's very important.
And for us, it's important. Obviously, Jordan really takes pride in the fact that it's a performance product and it's got a heritage and performance wrapped in a style. We really do have there's a flow to it and a little bit of soul that's a little bit extra. We like to think that we've got that performance with a soul edge to it, and we don't want to lose that. And that's very important. Obviously, it's going to have that flavor that you're looking for. Well, the man flies. So let's just be honest about that. And his last name is Wade, so we'll put Flying Wade together. And it's the first one, so Fly Wade won. That's the inspiration. But really, he has this grace under pressure and flies, and it's very inspirational to watch him as a player and see him on court. And I just, as a designer, I'm going to try and obviously answer the technical needs that he needs for his performance on court. But secondly, it's like also to keep pushing the needle forward in the way things look and feel, and the opportunity to work with new materials and new methods of making allowed us to kind of inspire ourselves forward, if you will, into kind of the next generation of performance product for on court through a great effort.
What's the inspiration behind the colorways? Where do you take that from?
Being fly. You think about color, you think. First of all, a lot of people, when it comes to coloring clothes, a lot of people are not comfortable putting a lot of color on their bodies, right? But when it comes to color on shoes, a lot of people take more chances that way. So that's where you can really get a lot of people to get outside the box a little bit. And color is something that's just looked at upon as cool, and it's something that, like I said, it catches the eye. Automatically, you see 5 people, you see someone with a green bottom on the shoe, and stuff like you're gonna look at their shoe first because it's something that you don't normally see. So just trying to make sure that you continue to do things differently. The Jordan brand has always been great at always doing something different, whether it's color-wise, whether it's with the elephant print, whatever the case may be. And we continue to try to lead that way.
And how long from design to finished product? How long does that take, and how often do they go back to you and ask you for ideas and prototypes and stuff like that?
Well, I don't know how long they take, but when they come to me, and they ask me for my feedback, I try to give them my immediate feedback. Of course, I understand that I'm a basketball player first, so I can't go and say this is how we should do it. I can't create the shoe. I can help inform. These guys are great at what they do. That's why this brand has been as successful as many as it has been. But you also want to put some of your own taste into it. But I try to give them my feedback immediately. But the guys out there working, they're in the kitchen working hard. Like I said, we're already on the way 2, and we're already thinking about the way 3. So that's how hard it works.